I think that we all have a Bible that we're very close to. Sometimes it could be a bittersweet. There's some things that you don't like of it, and then there's some things that you love of it, and you try to get away from it, but you always come back to it. I don't know if you have that same issue, but I have that issue. And it's really frustrating because there's a specific Bible that I really love. I constantly use. At the same time, it bothers me because there are some things that I don't like about it, but they're very minimal, and those things push me away from it. At the same time, I'm always coming back to it. Do you have that? Do you have that problem? Do you have a Bible like that? I don't know what it may be for you. For me, it's the Wide Margin by Cambridge. I look at this Bible and I love the leather. The leather to this beautiful Bible is just so captivating, man. Like I really, really enjoy it. The fact when I look at the leather and I see Holy Bible written across and I see all the grain that this one has, it's just so mind-blowing, man. Just so simple, yet very elegant. This, by the way, was my very, very first premium Bible. I got this edition in a trade, and I was real happy when I got it because it meant the world to me. Like, awesome, I'm gonna have my first premium Bible. And when I got it in the mail, I opened that box, I shredded to pieces. I wasn't really doing YouTube at the time, or maybe I was, I just wasn't doing Bible reviews or anything like that. I got that box, I shredded it, and I opened it up, and I got it right here. And I was blown away, because I had seen so much on Facebook group, everything Bibles. I saw it, and I'm like, man, all these guys buying these Bibles, how do they afford it? And like, my goodness, that's crazy. I would never. And then I get myself one, and I see the value on this, the price, and I'm like, man, I could have never afforded it. I have no idea how I got this trade, but I got this trade, and I was extremely happy. Until this day, I love this edition, man. I love it. There have been things that I've criticized on it, the paper, some, depending on what kind of pens you use. I did a while back ago a battle of the wide margins where I showed you some bleed through on this edition that it went through, but it also has to do with the kind of pens that you're using. I'm in love with this. And by the way, this is the NASB, the NASB Wide Margin by Cambridge. I ended up, as you already saw, changing the ribbons because even though the two ribbons that it came with, I liked them, they were okay. I like these better. These are blue ones, and overall, the paper isn't the best paper, and I know that some people will disagree with me, and that's fine, but I like it. Overall, I've come to fall in love with this Bible, and no matter how much I find an NLT that I love, I always come back to my NASB Wide Margin. As a matter of fact, it wasn't that long ago that I posted on Facebook a picture of this Bible, and I said there, I always come back to you. And I had a couple of comments that, and I should have been more clear on that. Like, I'm always coming back to this edition for some odd reason. The NASB 95 is what I started to use. I started to rely on this a lot, aside from my NLT, but it was always my NASB and the NLT, and I don't know, it was something about the NASB that just drew me to it. A lot of people started talking about the Crossway and the ESV, and I gave the ESV an opportunity, but I was always drawn back to the NASB. I don't know if it was because it was my first premium and I just dove into the NASB like never before, and I made several notes in this Bible, and it's just, I don't know, it's just been an amazing journey going through my NASB from the Old Testament into the New Testament, reading through this Bible from Genesis to Revelation, making some notes specifically in my New Testament. It's just been a journey. Being able to write in this paper, I don't know, man. Like, I know that I've criticized it, but yet it has my attention. It has my heart. And I really hope that if you're watching this right now, if you have that Bible, I really hope that you write in that Bible, that you make a few notes. This Bible has some very, very personal notes that it's gonna be handed down to one of my kids and it's very personal, intimate notes. And this Bible is gonna be handed down to one of my kids one day, and they're gonna be able to read my notes. They're gonna read some of the very intimate notes that I left behind when they're having trouble. One of the verses, one of the passages, the information's gonna be there. I'm gonna leave my notes as much as I can, and I wanted to share this story with you. I really did. Cambridge does excellent Bibles. I'm leaving a legacy behind one day, and a lot of my understanding of what I've come to learn in God's Word has been written down in this specific Bible more than any other Bible that I possess. It's been this one. I walk away from it, and somehow I always come back to this specific one. You guys know that the NLT is my preferred translation this year of 2024. I don't know when you're going to be watching this. I know that, obviously you're going to watch right now. Those of you that are members of the Bible Geek Squad, you'll be watching it now, 2024, right? But there's going to be other viewers that will watch this video about a special Bible. And whenever it is that you are watching this, I really hope that you have that special Bible that sometimes you put away, but you always come back to it at one point or another. As a matter of fact, it's been an edition that you've put all your notes in and you walk away from it because there's no more room, but you always come back to it. And I'm going to leave you behind because I don't like this, but you always come back to it. If that is you and you have that edition, please, down in the comment section, let me know which one it is. As for me, I love my Cambridge Wide margin. Very special. Cambridge does very elegant editions. Very elegant. Very simple, but elegant. Cambridge, if you're watching this Bible, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the work that you do. I actually have a Pitminian, I have a Topaz, and I have this. And out of all three of those, NASB, the Topaz is an ESV, calfskin, and my Pitminian is an NLT. And out of all three of them, although I love all three of them, the Cambridge Wide margin is the one that I always lean forward to. Cambridge, if you guys are watching this video by some miracle, thank you for putting out great editions of the Bible. Very simple, yet very elegant. That I know and I trust that part of me is going to be left in the sheets of God's Word, so that my kids and my grandchildren can understand what I thought of certain passages, what I learned, and something that helped me out that can help them out as well. Cambridge, thank you for what you've done.